So when I was younger and starting to suffer, I'd dress to hide. So I'd wear hats and I'd have a cane and a long jacket, and I'd come back with all this Italian fashion and the boys would just be shaking their head. It portrayed a persona that I wasn't on the inside, and so it was a good way to hide. And it was a good way for people to judge me but not know me. I think in retrospect, when I came out about my mental health, no one expected it because I didn't dress like that. I dressed like I was on top of the world, that I had everything, and so that was the perception that I wanted to portray, but really I was struggling on the inside. And then over the years, I just developed a passion for how I look. And I often say to people, I'm vain, and it's good to be vain. And so I like to look good. And so then I do a bit of work on it, I think about how I should dress, I think about what I should wear, I care about it, I challenge other guys. I'll often say, you can't wear those shoes, or, that doesn't look right, and, and we have a bit of a laugh about it, but I do, I do care about it. So really my go-to, what I would say my look is what I learned in Italy was a thing called relaxed elegance. So really comfortable, so jeans, chinos, a pair of shoes, and then up the top half I'll do nice shirt and a blazer, and I have a wide array of different blazers. So I've got, conservative, loud. I've been sponsored by Barker's since I was 18, yeah. So way back when Ray owned it. So I always try and do things a little bit differently. So they're really good for that, and that's why I like to have my stuff tailored. So I can pick the material, I can pick the style, I can pick the length. They've always been what I would say traditional New Zealand. So if a New Zealand guy who doesn't know a lot about fashion needs to dress, he'll probably go to Barker's. There's other places out there like Working Style, and I think male fashion's really, really important. So I think it's good that New Zealand males are starting to take a little bit more care. If you're a bit of a personality in New Zealand and you're going to be recognised, you're going to be recognised. You can't hide. So I sort of take the approach, well, I'm a public figure, I should say hello to people. I should, I've had a very fortunate life, so you might as well have something to talk about. And often people will talk to me about what I'm wearing. So that's, like I wear a gold pair of sand shoes that my wife thinks I look ridiculous. But the amount of people that go, oh, I love your sand shoes, JK, and I go, yeah, because they actually make me smile. They're a conversation piece, and I also think that's important. Yeah, so I love the NBA. So the NBA are leaders of fashion as well as leaders of sport. So if you follow the NBA, when the players arrive, they've got all these different looks that are amazing. I follow a guy on Instagram called Kevin Love. He's come out similar to me about his mental health challenges. And he dresses incredibly well. So when I got back to New Zealand, I wanted for Auckland, for the Blues to be proud of being the Blues. And so I gave them an allowance for a suit. So they had to wear a suit, but they could wear whatever suit they wanted. Because I just wanted them to turn up and be proud of what they were wearing and all that sort of stuff. But it didn't really stick. It's one of the criticisms that I got. Anyway, that's life. Yeah, so I don't know, I think I got it from my dad, but also my sisters. Obviously, being the youngest and only boy with 3 sisters, obviously I got this shoe fetish off them. I just love different types of shoes. And I love good quality shoes, although I do wear a lot of sneakers. Yesterday I was wearing a pair of chinos, a pair of Allbirds that my son sent me, and then, a dress shirt and top. And that's just a really comfortable way to ride. So I have some retro sand shoes, I have a gold pair of sand shoes, and that's how often I'll dress, because when you talk about relaxed elegance, my feet are not getting sore, and so I go for real quality. The pair of shoes I have on today are a coloured pair of brogues that I've been looking for years, and I finally found them in Italy. The only weird thing I don't wear is socks. Yeah, even in the winter, even with suits, I don't wear socks. Even with boots, I don't wear socks. I wear a half sock. And I don't know why, I just hate socks now. It's really interesting, eh? And it looks a bit stupid sometimes in the middle of winter when you don't have socks on, but I just think it's because the half sock that I wear is so comfortable and so versatile. So you can wear them, you know, I don't like seeing socks when you're wearing a brogue. I think it takes away from the shoe. And obviously in Italy, they all do that in the summer, but I just kept doing it in the winter, probably because it's not too cold here.